Oh, are you awake? Yeah. Yeah. Was it because of me? Hold on. Hi everybody, my name's Austinova and welcome to Winters by Lazy Tiger. Now I know the person who made this one because I played a game of theirs a while back called Waterborne, and if you haven't seen a playthrough of that, I'll put a link of the description below of my playthrough. And that was another visual novel. First off, this is a visual novel horror game, and with the Waterborne, I really enjoyed that one. Like, just not only the concept and the story, but just I can't think right now, but it doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm just gonna I hope I didn't scare you. You didn't scare me. What made you say that? Why would I be scared of you? Yeah, why would I be scared of you? Oh, sometimes I seem to have that effect on people. Huh, me too. Me too, right? You're too funny to be scary. You're too cute to be scary. You're too beautiful to be scary. Well, I feel like you're too funny. Seems, You're too cute to be scary. Is Brandon awake? Hey Brandon, you awake? Why did it have to be Brandon? Is Brandon awake? We are alone in the room. Is that good or not? Who am I talking to? Oh. Where did he go? I heard noise coming from upstairs. Maybe he is up there. Are we even inside a building? It sounds like we're outside the building. Really? Why is he upstairs on his own? On his own? That's strange. That's strange. This whole scenario is strange. I heard the voice of girl as well. Of girl? I don't think he is alone. There's someone else here. A girl? Well, yes. Is she the owner of this house? Was she lost in the blizzard? Was she lost in the blizzard too? I'm not sure. Why is he up there with her? Why is she up there with him? Why is she here? Why is he up there with her? I got the impression it's some kind of romantic interlude. Oh, Brandon. Romantic interlude? It is a presumption, but I am somewhat certain. Are you sure? And that doesn't bother you? That doesn't bother you? That seems more like me, and that doesn't bother you? Well, I can't really see why it's any of my business. Well, it's not my business either, but I don't know who this lady is, and so if she's with... I don't know. I just thought you and he... I thought that you guys... forget. Never mind. It's just that... Screw it. Wow, you're not much of a talker, are you? There's something I've always wanted to tell you, Sarah. I've been trying to tell you this forever. Oh. So am I making a move on the crush of Brandon's? There's something I've always wanted to tell you, Sarah. Well, there's something I need to tell you first. Oh. Huh. Yes? I'm not Sarah. Oh, well, this is awkward. I didn't mean to startle you. Just give me a second here. Let me grab my flash. No, I don't want to grab my flashlight. I really don't. Oh. Whoa, no. Oh, hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. Before you say anything, I know how strange it must seem. Yeah, pretty strange. I mean, you knew exactly where I was. Me, uninvited, sitting next to you in the dark while you're sleeping. Oh, but if you would please allow me a moment to explain. Yes, please do. Okay. Thank you. For what? My name is Aaron. I am from around here. I spend all my time outdoors. But I guess I was wondering too little this time. Oh, too little long this time. This blizzard was upon me before I even realized. Okay. In the darkness, I somehow stumbled across this old house. No one answered when I knocked. But the door opened when I did, and I let myself in. I wouldn't have let myself in. Under the circumstances, I didn't think the owners would mind. I heard the sounds of the couple upstairs and was about to call out. But after listening for a moment, I thought it would be ruder to interrupt. So I decided to just sit and wait. Then I discovered you asleep. All of a sudden, I realized how exceptionally lonely I was feeling. And I just really wanted to be near someone. Oh, that's so sweet. I didn't want to wake you. Oh, you didn't? I just sat down here, hoping you wouldn't mind. No, it's fine, I understand. No problem. Oh, this is not fine, but it's no problem. I'm glad to hear you say that. I assume this isn't your house either. I hope not. Correct. May I ask how you came to be here? I don't know. Similar to you, actually. Our story is pretty much the same as yours. Yeah, I'm guessing, because I don't know the story right now. Oh. The three of us were out hiking longer than we intended. We were out wandering the woods way longer than planned. Wandering the woods. Yeah, we weren't hiking. We were wandering around, not knowing what we were doing. Then this blizzard took us by surprise, too. Next thing we knew, we were in the middle of a storm. Yeah, I see. It came on so suddenly, and there was nothing about it in the forest. Or in the forecast. I've never seen it get so dark so quickly. There is something particularly foreboding about it. The worst I have seen in some time. But I'm glad we found this house to shelter in. I don't know if I'm glad about it. We just have to wait it out however long that will be. Yeah, that might be forever because, for those of you who don't know, the waterborne, this is like a similar situation, but instead of a blizzard, it was a rainstorm of just rain, and the rain didn't end, and something was wrong with the rain, and so something's wrong with this blizzard, I bet you. We'll just have to wait it out. Yes, we're gonna be waiting here forever, Aaron. If I may ask, what is that you have there? What? Is it a book? Oh yes, I picked this up at the general store. Yeah, I got stupidly talked into buying it. Yeah, some con artist sold it to me. Oh, some con businessman. Oh, myths and legends of Blackbriar and beyond, collected by Argil Itz. The clerk said there was some local tales in it. I guess it's some spooky legends compilation. I see. I had a quick look through, not sure how interesting it is. I'm not sure how wise a purchase it was. That's a shame. What are some of the tales? Let's see theirs. Area Unending and her many children. I'm not very fond of children. I'm not very fond of this whole situation. The Reverse Man-Wolf Charles Bellamy. That sounds like possibly the silliest thing ever. Farmer Stanwick's haunted shotgun. That seems kind of interesting. I was mistaken. The tragic tale of Leth Winters. Ah, here we go. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah. Could I ask you to read a little of that to me? Why can't you read it? Sure, why not? Oh, no! Oh no, Chapter 4. The tragic tale of Leth Winters. They said that Leth Winters was born under a cursed moon, that her mother didn't survive giving birth, and her father couldn't survive without his wife, that Leth herself barely survived the orphanage she ran away from, much less the life of prostitution she fell into afterwards, and her pimp didn't survive the night he finally went too far. But Leth did, however, survive in the woods she fled to, and took refuge in afterwards. They, in this case, were townsfolk of Trail Sin, a small settlement that bordered the woods Leth lived in, and they had largely forgotten that everything they knew about Leth was all born from rumor and gossip. Lev never spoke a word of dispel the beliefs and the fact. I'm just next page. Oh, I don't like this. Never spoke a word at all while she was in town. It was unclear whether Lev was born mute or became so out of the trauma she had experienced, and with her being unable or unwilling to confirm or deny said trauma, the assumptions eventually became accepted. You guys hear that? Trusin wasn't without its eccentrics and outsiders. Even with the intrigue, Leif would have been dismissed as an odd but harmless recluse if it hadn't been for her appearance. Despite being unkempt, she was strikingly beautiful, with dark, deep eyes, ruby red lips, and exquisite, if generally a little grubby skin. I don't like this. The attention she drew from the sons and husbands of Trailson did not go unnoticed by the womenfolk. Lith herself was not aware, being careful to not cause or attract any trouble whenever in town. She would trade the seeds, berries, and other things collected in the woods and managed to coexist peaceably with Trailson and the inhabitants early on one autumn. The more keen-eyed among the town gossips noticed Leaves' figure changing, speculating she was with child. Leth found more and more unwelcome attention fixated on her with each trip to town. Over time, it became apparent that Leaf was indeed pregnant, and talk spread like wildfire through the town. Speculation as to the identity of the father was the topic on everyone's lips. Every woman suspicious and every man suspect, which true to form Left did. Next page. I'm so sorry I'm a slow reader. Nothing to quell, making no attempt to provide any answers and ignoring any of all attempts at inquiry. So the people came to their own conclusions. Some said it was obviously Woodsman Danthers, as there was no one from the town who spent more time in the woods than he. Others suspected Mayor Rigby, who was known for his less than scrupulous behavior. Even others, Father Nathaniel, who was inversely known for being nothing but scrupulous. The less gracious of the gossipers opened that Leth was raped by bandits, which of course she brought on herself by living alone without the protection of the husband. Damn Leth, she brought it on herself. And then there were the other zealous among the population who were convinced Leth was carrying the child of none other than Lucifer himself. That idea was largely dismissed, at least at first. Leth was already becoming unpopular under the weight of so much suspicion, but the things started going wrong around town. Strange accidents, spoiling food, lame animals, all with a frequency that made it increasingly impossible to dismiss as coexistence. It wasn't long before the townspeople started believing they were cursed. Then they quickly concluded who the source of the curse was. The next time Liv visited Trailson, the people made it clear in no uncertain terms that she was no longer welcome. Next page. Can we be done? Can we be done? Can we just, okay. Exiled and friendless, leave, did her best friend, or did her best to brace for the trials ahead, but nothing could have prepared her for the harshness of the winter that was to grate her and the new, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys just read this, alright? I'm gonna take forever. I read faster to myself, if that makes sense. Alright, you guys read all that? I hope you did. Guys, will you be quiet with all that wind blowing? Can't hear myself read in my head. I hear the big bold letters, let her in, and we let a her in. Well, I didn't let her in. I was asleep. Somebody else let her in. Next page. Nothing inside. The blankets cracked from the cold as he unwrapped. Father attempted to bury Leave in the cemetery, but the people now more convinced of the curse than ever. Wilson, not long after, shaking the dust from his feet as he went. It was easy enough to dismiss it on the windy nights, much less when all else was still. Children started going missing. By the anniversary of Left Death. Is it Leth or Leith? Like as lethal. This book is lethal. There wasn't a single child left in Trailsend. Great. Oh, a tree. That's nice. Is that the end? Sick with grief and fear, the population quickly dwindled until finally the last few remnants abandoned Trailsend, leaving it to ruin. The exact location of Trailsend is lost to time. The towns and cities of Blackbriar aren't short of mysterious happenings. It is entirely possible one of them is built on its long deserted remains. So if you find yourself in Blackbriar on a dark, snowy night, and there is a knock on your window, it may not just be the wind. I don't like that at all. What? Oh, what's at the window? That was quite a tale, I know. Did you like how I made a long pause? I just stopped and read to myself instead of to you, and you just sat in the dark? Oh, what was, did you hear that? What? The window knocking? There was a knock at the window. I didn't hear anything. Of course you didn't. I swear someone knocked. I swear something knocked. Perhaps it was just the wind. Right, no, it definitely wasn't the wind. If you're trying to frighten me, it won't work. I don't scare easily. I'm scaring myself! Oh, you're gone! Oh, no, let her in! I shouldn't have let her in. I shouldn't have let her in. I knew it was bad. I knew it in the page, the bold letters let her in. Is that the end? Or is it not the end? Made by Lazy Tiger. Okay. Good job, Lazy Tiger. You outdone yourself again. Thanks for playing. Thank you for delivering this game. I'm sorry it took me a while to play it, but again, you just got me on edge. I didn't know how this one was going to turn out. This one was definitely different. It played out differently than the other ones. The other one, it was a little bit more colorful and more I guess friendly of some sort. This one was a lot more dark and dull, and just it was all unsettling. And I felt like as I was reading the book, like I don't know if it was just the anxiety or in my mind playing tricks on me, which is probably what it was, the paranoia. I didn't know if I was hearing like footsteps or whatever of someone coming down the stairs. I didn't know if that was Brandon or maybe I was hallucinating. Maybe I wasn't with anybody. I was just by myself the entire time, and I was just going crazy from isolation. But it was that was really good. Again, like I've said before in other videos and other horror games that I've played, the sound was on par. The pacing was on par. Again, Lazy Tiger, you got some good stuff going. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. But that was really good. Winters. Oh. And the funny thing is that nothing really jumped out at me. And that's what I love even more, is that I still got unsettled. I was still scared without any cheap jump scares or anything like that. Like, you don't need cheap jump scares. Again, sound and atmosphere. And that's exactly what Lazy Tiger's got going on. So anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. And of course, I'll see you around in the next video. Have a good one.